Welcome, welcome. I am your presenter and host, Murray Stewart. This is Blind Magic in Alice Springs, episode 1182. As we get closer to Christmas, we do press the accelerator down, don't we, on things that we need to cap off before the end of the year. Maybe it's a way of ensuring that the year hasn't been too bad after all. Many of my great achievements have happened in the period leading up to Christmas. Oh, yes, they have. And also, I can remember someone called on me to ensure that their achievement could be capped off many years ago. It would have been around a decade ago now, when I received a very, very different sort of phone call. It was from someone who was contracted to do a rather interesting event welcoming Oprah Winfrey to Australia. Yes, the phone call went something like this. Hi, I'm ringing on behalf of the Northern Territory Government. I believe you're the man that can organise a crowd in town. All right, okay, so that's how it started. I knew I was in for something. So they said that in order to promote Oprah Winfrey's event to Australia, and more importantly to the Northern Territory, in order to put the Northern Territory on the map, they needed me to organise at least 100 people to be prepared to go out to the old quarry here in Alice Springs, dressed in white. Yeah, that's right, dressed in white. And they were going to get them to effectively lie down and form the shape of, in the letters of, starting with O, of course. They wanted us to form the shape of Oprah underneath a chopper, which was going to circle overhead and take a photograph. Well, I knew how difficult this task was going to be because we are a transient population at the best of time, but particularly at Christmas time, many people leave Alice Springs. But apparently I was the man who could organise a crowd. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I put a proposition to the lady on the phone. I said, I will do this on one condition. And she said, what's that? So I said, if the company concerned donates $15,000 to the Desert Sports Foundation so we can do our work here in Central Australia, then I will organise your crowd. Okay, so a couple of minutes later, she came back to me and she said, deal, we'll do that. Well, as I said, I worked the phones, spoke to a lot of people, and drew on all of my lateral thinking resources. And guess what? In early January, 150 people, all dressed in white, gathered out at the old quarry, ready to effectively lie down in the red sand, forming the letters in the shape of Oprah. And we got the job done. We did. They got their numbers and their photograph, and we got our 15,000. When I say we, the Desert Sports Foundation got the $15,000. So I guess the moral of the story is, when you're trying to achieve something, maybe you need to call on a champion in your life, in your world, in your town, that can help you achieve that goal. So this Christmas, it was my turn to have a champion walk into my life. That sounds very promising for the upcoming year. Oh yes, a beautiful friend of mine who I've known for a long time, she called me and she's spoken of how we might be able to collaborate together next year on a number of projects. That really excites me. So we're going to meet early next year to get all of this sorted. So I've gone from being the champion to accepting the help from a champion in my life. And that's how it can work, folks. If you're a mover and shaker in your town, and maybe people are going to call on you, and that's okay, that's a good thing. It keeps your brain turning over and over, finding solutions. Or maybe there's a champion in your world that can help you with something that you're working on. Perhaps you're in a bit of stagnation and you need a lift, and you need someone in your life, in your world, who believes in you and who can help you to achieve your goals in the upcoming year 2025. So don't be afraid to make those calls, to put it out there that you have something you would like to achieve, and call on that person who you truly believe could help you make it happen. It's very, very exciting. I can assure you, I've finished my year feeling very, very confident and very inspired. In fact, I'm so looking forward to collaborating with this person because it's a person who I truly believe in. We share in very, very similar values. So look out. Here we go. Okay, folks, that's it. This has been and always will be episode 1182, a Blind Magic Communications production.